What does it mean to be a good man, and what is evil? What is reality and what is a dream? Where do we seek for truth? In this video, I will touch these important questions through a review of one of the most important novels of the history, which is Don Quixote from the author Miguel de Cervantes. Ciao tutti, I'm Ivan, welcome to my Academy of Philosophy and Fine Art. In this video I will touch and review the first of the two volumes of the text. It's a very big text, it's more or less 1500 pages, and this is my edition in Italian and Spanish. It was originally written in Spanish, and in this video I will talk about the first volume, and in another video later I will talk about the second volume. First I will give a quick review of the text in general, what is the context, and then I will go more deep into some important questions of this text. So, what is the text about? The text is about this Don Quixote, who is a noble that reached more or less 50 years old, and he read many novels of his time. Many novels related to adventure of knights who fight against the evil and who save the princess and who are very noble and so on. It was a typical genre in this period. So this text also presents itself, first of all, as a parody of this text, but at the same time it contains very deep reflections about fundamental questions of life, like the one that I presented at the beginning of this video. So this man read too many novels and he decides to become a knight and to go for adventures. He becomes a wandering knight. What does he do? He goes with his adventures with a helper who is Sancho Panza. So these are the main characters of this text, but throughout the text you will meet different other characters who are gonna be very important for different aspects. But what is his goal? His goal is to just become a knight who can save and help people. The problem is that he's out of context, because this is something, if it was ever possible, because the first problem that we encounter, if it's what is reality and what is the story, what is the idea, and he has too many ideas in his head. So it's very explicitly said that he became crazy, and all characters consider him crazy for what he thinks. But he's also out of context because he doesn't know. He's not part of the society, he's an outsider. First, because the idea that he pursues is not real, and second, because even if it was real, it comes too late. This is not possible anymore. This value of knights that he has doesn't exist anymore, so he tries to recall a theme that is not part of history anymore, of the human history. Nevertheless, his actions and how he interacts with people and reality makes you think of what is reality, and if the reality that we live is the true reality, or there is a better order of things. And one of the first episodes where we meet this thing, it's at the very beginning, and it is when he's still alone without his helper Sancho Panza, and he goes with on his horse for this first adventure, and it's night. He arrives in this place, it's very late, he needs to rest, and it's an old house that where people could spend the night and have some food. It's like an old hostel. What he sees is not a simple hostel, a poor hostel, but he imagines in his head that he's in a castle, and outside of this hostel he sees two women who are two prostitutes. But what he imagines is that these two women are two ladies, two noble ladies. So when you read how he talks with them, it's very surprising, and it is always out of context. This problem of being out of context is always part of this text. Regarding this, what does it mean to be in a context? What does it mean to be normal, to be part of rules, to be part of a society? He's definitely not part of the society in this sense. So how he treats this woman? He talks to them as if they were ladies, noble ladies. He treats them with the maximum respect. What do? They laugh at him because they are prostitutes and nobody ever treated them so well. And here what you could ask yourself, how do we treat human beings for what they are, the work that they do, for the part of the society that they occupy? How do we treat a human being? More specifically here, how do we treat a woman? And I think the way he sees this woman, this ladies in his head, it's a pure form of what reality is. Of course it's not real what he sees. It doesn't correspond to reality. But it is beautiful. It's even better than reality, and it becomes in some sense a model for reality. And this is how we are supposed to see people. This is how the reality needs to correspond to a higher model, to a beautiful model. And we need to act accordingly, not to the reality, but to the best version of the reality. In this way, we can truly turn reality into something better. We can truly turn the reality into a better place where we can all live. Because if every man was like Don Quixote and every man had this unreal, ideal way of interacting with people, then everyone would be treated with the maximum respect, if we think about it, besides the role that one occupies in the society. In the upcoming videos, I will talk about other episodes of this text. For now, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'm Ivan, and this is the Academy of Philosophy and Fine Arts.